Have you got enough snow left at Quinny Towers to build me a little snowman today?
Yeah, well, we got one in the back garden. The baby's built that one. Yeah, a little mini one with a little mini carrot. Talking about mini people.
Sartorial elegance. The man has walked in.
What's all that?
King of TV is with us.
Who says that? The King of the Gypsies, somebody said the other day.
We say Elvis is the king, and the King of TV's just walked in.
King, he has.
That's a nice top.
I know, you love this top, don't you? I wear it once every 3 weeks.
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
I've got 13 across. What's 12 down? That's dreadful, that is.
Last time I seen a jumper like that was on the telly.
How are things?
Interference.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm very well.
Mr. Saggers?
I'm very well indeed, thank you.
Working very hard. It's very cold in here, isn't it? They've got no heating on in here, or what?
We like it cold.
Quinny's decided
Keeps us awake.
He can become a darts player. Now, the darts board in the corner, and during the break he's
certainly got the belly for it, haven't you, son, to be honest?
Hey.
He's told me he's losing a stone, starting today.
I lost £5 up till Friday night, and then I went on a bit of a lash.
Why are you losing weight? Let's just... Hold on a second. Why do you need to do this? Let's do this
I want to.
Have you had any pressure to do this?
No pressure. No one puts any pressure on me.
Has anybody said, oi, fatty, lose some weight?
They always say that anyway,
what
so
about
that doesn't matter.
I don't know about your domestic situation. Has it affected your love life at all?
No. Still plenty of fuel in the old tank, don't worry about it.
Really? Do you find it more difficult to do your job being the way
No, never found that as difficult.
Has it caused you to have
whatever size I've been, Jordan,
has it caused you a crisis of confidence?
No.
Is it that moment when, as a middle-aged man, you get out of the bath, right, and you look down and you can't actually see your feet? Or anything else? Is that it?
No.
Okay, fair enough.
I'll tell you what it is.
How are you going to do it?
Just put a bit of weight on over the Christmas.
How are you going to do it?
Want to get back in my trousers again.
Back in my trousers. How are you going to do it then? Seriously.
Well, just cut down all the crap that
you got to eat healthily.
over the Christmas. I mean, so much chocolate and stuff over the Christmas, the baby and so on. Well, look at him, Mr. Toned, with his one-pack.
Brilliant interviewing, though.
You've made a
You're on the Jeremy Kyle show.
There's one-pack, Kyle.
No, absolutely.
Have you got a baby?
I've got a baby, Rodney, yeah.
How old?
2.5.
Really?
3 this March.
Do you need a DNA test, or are we alright?
The X Factor.
Once you see her, you'll know who she is.
The X Factor winner of 2020, I think.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Heading for stardom. I was listening to you say about Norwich. It's interesting, because we live out in sort of Berkshire, and you would think it was a ghost town, and then you drive about 2 miles, and it's fine. And this week I went to Manchester to film, and we actually filmed, which is quite interesting. You leave down here, and the Midlands was clear, and then you got to Manchester. Manchester, they hadn't put any grit down on any main road or anything. It was -12 on Thursday night, I think. It was ridiculous looking out the hotel.
Like a snowy wasteland, is it?
It's honestly, and it has all ground to a halt, hasn't it?
Well, Liverpool, they ran out of grit.
It just annoyed... I had this rant in the Sun newspaper the other day, you know, when the sun comes in the summer, right? This is true, right? The roads melt. When the leaves blow in autumn, the trains are cancelled because there's leaves on the line, right? There'll be hosepipe bans despite this. You know that, don't you, by May? And the whole country's ground to all. I know it's outrageous, but we're not talking about all the outlying areas, absolutely. But the bigger cities, it's just surprising.
And then, of course, there's now potholes appearing everywhere, isn't there?
Absolutely, it's a shock.
Oh dear. Anyway,
but you're soft in this.
We're here.
Get on with breakfast as well.
I am this week. Alan Brazil just needs a little bit more time.
Who are you doing that with?
Ronnie O'Ronnie.
Okay, well, just bear that in mind when you work with Ronnie. Just to remind. They're not asked you then? No.
I've done my Christmas stint. Thanks, Jeremy.
Listen, I've had to deal with the fact they haven't asked me either. So how do I feel? Ronnie does the travel. All right.
Okay.
And also, what you need to do is you need to ask him about his books. It's selling brilliantly. It's #1 in the Essex bookshops, and it's doing really well. Seriously, good book as well. I read it. So Ronnie O'Ronnie's book, you need to ask about. You need to show him respect in terms of him doing the traffic and travel, and you need to check whether he did in fact discover Marcus Trescothic. And if you're feeling really brave, you could do the joke I once did with him. Do you want to hear that?
Go on.
I said to him, "Why does Ronnie O'Ronnie like golf so much?" Because it's the only game he regularly scores 100 in.
Hey! Boom. Jeremy, what have you got with the old fella?
Do you know what? I'm going to be absolutely honest.
Nothing.
Very little, to be honest.
Well, we felt a bit like that.
A colostomy bag and a box of mince pies, to be honest. But we're going to make it up as we go along, because actually the whole world's been decimated. There's no sport. But I've had a little idea. I thought we would try and inflict upon the listener, right? I think we'll get famous people on to do with sport and find out how much they know about themselves.
Yeah, that's really good.
You know, because I could ask you 10 questions about Mickey Quinn, and I bet you wouldn't get 5 right, would you?
Yeah. The answer is pie.
How many winners did you have last season?
Pie.
What do you mean pie? no, that is what you keep eating. Okay.
I had a lovely pie yesterday. They brought it in, Steve.
How did it work, this diet? You've got to... You're never born that big. Just stop eating. It's gluttony.
It's not gluttony, no.
We love you, Mickey Quinn.
It's a gene.
Let's do a campaign. Why are you not doing the breakfast show with Mark Saggers tomorrow?
I don't know. I wasn't asked.
Neither was I. Why have you been asked? Have you been doing your famous...
He might need me doing next weekend with me.
Oh,
because we'll be too
You know what
tired.
you'll get next week, don't you, Mickey? You know, I'm sorry, I don't do weekends anymore. I do weekends.
You already said it, don't you worry about
I've
that.
moved
Boys,
on.
you know, some people get asked, and others have to keep asking the questions.
But do you ever wonder why you've been asked?
I've stopped wondering whether I've ever been asked for anything.
Yeah,
years
do the
ago.
work and
Just
get on
get
with
on
it.
with
Do you ever wonder whether you were asked first? Mickey and I turned it down.
We turned it
Actually,
down.
that
Good
would be a
luck tomorrow.
first if I was asked first. I can tell you.
damn it. He's a top man, and actually, and I have to say, can I just say very quickly,
Go on.
there's a cameraman, I know we're going to be late, but what the hell. There's a cameraman in Manchester called Richard Bacon. He's been there at Granada for 19 years, and he says, I listen to Saggers and Quinny every weekend. I don't like you on the radio at all, Carl, and I like the handover because they take the mickey out of you.
Exactly.
You're fired. There you are. That's it. Easy.
It's all good banter.
Time to take
It's
the
all
Mickey.
good banter.
Time to take the Mickey out. Go.
You okay?
Quinny,
I'm off.
see you soon. It's
luck on the
Jezza
diet.
with the old fella. 3 hours on a wing and a prayer, and lots more besides. Keep it here, Talk Sport.
Mr. Neil says, Jezza, can you stop clearing your throat into the microphone? It is unprofessional, as is eating in the studio. By the way, if it was me, I'd check that there are no objects in those sandwiches. I feel that Chris Davis is after your job.
Is it a health and safety issue, do you think, eating cheese sandwiches in the studio?
Well, I don't know if it is. If it's a problem, then there you go. Jeremy, love the show. Any chance of getting someone on to talk about global warming?